news bubble? Everyone's trapped in their own news bubble.
So tonight we're doing the top five stories. And folks, I have to tell you, there's never been anything like it.
Yes, I would like to, but I don't think you watch the top 5 news.
You know, CNN. I wish you could just be a little more like your brother. Top 5 news.
Tonight, I'll be sharing with you the news and then adding my ownership.
Let's get out of here.
Tonight, I'll be sharing with you the news and then adding my ownership group's propaganda to it.
Let's get out of here, go back to my place and watch the top 5 news.
Hey everyone, welcome in. Thanks for coming. This is Joe Pelayo with Top 5 News. We give you 5 news stories that you can use. Nothing that'll make you confused and nothing that would give you the blues. 5 stories in 5 minutes. So if your career's in high gear or you're just sitting in a cubicle box checking your stocks about to say game over to the work game, I'd like to suggest a news show with a very practical name. And once you watch it, you'll never be the same. It's the Top 5 News. First day of the rest of your life. Let's begin. Story 1 today. President Trump announces a breakthrough on Greenland and pauses tariffs on Europe in the Economic World Forum in Davos. Trump revealed a framework of future deal after talks with NATO's chief, and he ruled out military force and said agreement put tariffs talks on hold. In a Truth Social post, he said that based upon the understanding, I will not be imposing tariffs on that were expected to go into effect on February 1st. Markets surged at the news, details coming soon. Trump called it potentially a great deal for the USA. Story 2, Wall Street roars back with a massive rally after the tariff pause. The Dow soared hundreds of points. The S&P wiped out recent losses, and the tech stocks led. Investors breathed a sigh of relief as Trump's de-escalation removed major trade war uncertainty, lifting the global markets. Story number 3 today, Trump pushes forward with his plan to give you Americans $2,000 in a rebate check and says he may bypass Congress entirely if he needs to, and he's framing it as a dividend from the tariff revenue, returning the money to the taxpayers. The idea first floated last year, but is gaining fresh attention today amid the positive trade developments. Story number 4, Nick Shirley, a 23-year-old online content creator known for investigating the alleged fraud in Minnesota, testified before the House Subcommittee on Crime and Federal Government Surveillance today. The hearing, entitled When Public Funds Are Abused, addressed the fraud and the theft of the taxpayer dollars. Shirley laid out glaring red flags in daycare funding schemes that allegedly funneled millions of taxpayer dollars. His undercover reporting has gone massively viral, and it's one of the most popular reactions to the story came from Stan Cunningham, who wrote, "A 23-year-old kid with an iPhone is doing the job the legacy media is afraid to touch." And that quote racked up thousands of likes in a widely shared post, underscoring Shirley's impact as a new generation of citizen journalists. Story 5 tonight, rounding out the top 5, China launches second phase trials for 6G technology today. On completing the first phase that produced over 300 key technologies, this new technology focuses on a prototype testing, system validation, and ultra-high speeds with near zero latency. China's progress, including holding 42% of the 5G patents and leading the 6G R&D position as an early leader in the tech race. Now, you might say, Joe, well, that's not really good news. I thought you said it's good news and no news that's going to give you the blues. China's whooping our tail in the 6G race. How is that good news? Well, China is eating our lunch in the 6G race, but that's just the first lap. Who knows? And it's better to know. Cicero said that it's better to know than to not know. In business, in war, and in sport, and in business, it's always better to know than not know. That's how the quote goes. And I remember also, I sat down with one of my clients years ago, the CEO at one of the top biotech companies in Silicon Valley, big company, and I brought him some resumes, and I said, do you know this person? 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 As I went through the resumes and I showed him, and he said to me, Joe, why do you keep asking me if I know all these people? I don't know any of them. And I said, well, I just figured that you've been in the business so long that, and you're so well known and such an icon in the business that you knew everybody. And he said to me something I'll never forget. He said, well, Joe, I got to tell you, nobody knows everything. Only God knows everything. And he offered me a big smile. And so who knows? Nobody knows what's going to happen with China. They've got the lead right now, but we're going to maybe win the race. Who knows? Like the turtle in the hare. Who knows? Which leads us to our encouraging word tonight, which is that the good news is that God works all things together for good. So expect his goodness. Good night, everyone. We'll see you here tomorrow on the Top 5 News. That's it for tonight. January 21st, trade wins, tariff rebates, citizen journalism, shaking things up, tech advancements abroad. Join us tomorrow. Good night, everyone.